This is an uncensored podcast about sex, sexuality, gender, and body stuff. Listener discretion is advised. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the person or persons sharing them. Some names have been changed to protect the anonymity of its participants. I have to keep talking in order for this fucking tickle in my throat, because I've had this tickle on the left side of my throat for the last 10 minutes or so, and it sucks. It really sucks. I want to kill it. I want to scream. I'm on the road, you guys. I am on my way to Lexington, Kentucky to see sexy Lexi in Lexington, and I hope to record with her. That is what I hope. And her husband will be there, the husband as we call him, and baby Lex, little baby boy Lex Luthor, something like that. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to talk. I need to put this phone somewhere else, maybe there, so that I can turn my air conditioning on. Because when it's not on, this car is really hot. So anyway, yeah, love that. Love that for you guys and me. I am kind of a mess right now. I apologize for all of the sniffing and clearing of my throat, but I'm still at the tail end of whatever kind of a throat infection I had, and so that's fun. And I'm in a car just trying to get somewhere. It's like a 10-hour drive. So far I've driven about an hour or something, I think. So that's good. I'm very impressed with myself. Oh, I'm at a red light here in some tiny town. I'm just it's been really hard. I've basically kept everything together for the last couple weeks since finding out I got the job. I remember just kind of being in this state of, I think I told you guys, I just started laughing because I was so happy, but I didn't know how to handle what I had just heard, and so I just started laughing, and then I was really overwhelmed with anxiety. But yeah, basically I am I've just been kind of taking it a day at a time. It's all you can do, and now I'm kind of out of it. I apologize for pauses. I'm gonna have to maybe make edits to this. Hopefully not, because I don't have all of my software available, but I am also navigating paths that I've never driven on before. I'm in a town, I think it's called Manning. There's a big water tower there. starting to feel like the back of my leg is chafing, so that's good. I was sweating my balls off. Well, I was trying to pack the car today. My parents, since it's like 70 today or something, my parents thought, let's just have the doors open, the windows open. We don't need to have any air conditioning on. But it's like humid today, so like it was definitely a situation where maybe we needed to have the air conditioning on. I'm carrying like huge armfuls of clothes down the stairs and putting them into my car. It would have been just nice to have less humidity. And finding things in my closet that were like there and unworn, like, because I can't wear like all of my winter coats and shit in the South because doesn't ever get that cold. So I've got all this shit that I never wear. It's just like in my closet, and it's humid and it gets kind of musty, and I'm like, oh God. And like certain things, like I have this patent lamp leather. I always call it patent lamper because there was this version of Doc Martens that they were calling patent lamper, but I think it's patent leather. Maybe there's two different things, or maybe it's just patent lamper. I don't know. Anyway, that kind of material was on my Taco Bell. That kind of material was on my old iPad case. It was like a Kenneth Cole, not Marc Jacobs. And I was like, ooh, nice. It was like all blingy, and I felt so fancy to have it. It was like black patent leather with like gold embellishments and zipper. And it was really, really nice. But the iPad doesn't work anymore, so I just kind of put it on a bookshelf, and I went to look at it the other day, and just like the material has just like disintegrated. The outside material, it's been nice for years, and suddenly it's just disintegrated. And it's just because of the fact that it's just too warm and too humid up there in that space. Like things will literally mold. Like mold grows so quickly and easily in those spaces, and it's just like, oh God, no wonder I have the worst allergies ever. I can't even go in my own closet without sneezing. So long story short, I moved out. Like, I'm going to live temporarily in a hotel, and then I'll be living in my own apartment, and I'll have control over my air conditioning, and I'll be comfortable, and my clothes will be comfortably hung in the closet. It's all gonna be good. I'm just like an adult person. I'm just like a person who's almost 40, who's like a full adult, and at several points throughout my moving out experience, there was like a lot of Fox News playing, and like a lot of like Trump talking, and you know, I was like, I cannot with that. I just cannot. It's going to be so good for my mental health not to... Wait, hold on. I have to figure out where I'm going. 13 miles. Stay on the road. Okay. Cool.
Stay in the left lane.
Oh, good. It didn't stop my recording. That's nice. It's going to be so good for my mental health not to be around the Fox News and the Trump talk and all of that. Also, I love so much that I'm taking this 10-hour road trip on the day of the presidential election. It's just so wonderful, and I just can't even believe my timing. I was supposed to leave yesterday, and I just was like, I can't. I need more time. I need time to pack. I need more time with my mom. And I'm really glad I did it. but then I started getting antsy. Like, okay, I want to go. Like, I just really need to go. Like, why didn't I go yet? Yeah, it's really fun. It's all really fun. Life is fun. Prayed a little bit today. Don't do that a lot, but I do believe in a God force. You know, I believe that there's something big, and I believe that it's good to be positive and stay positive, right? It's good to do all of that. And I have a lot of mental issues, a lot of demons, if you will. And, you know, that's in a large part why I do this podcast, is as a form of therapy for myself. And Lord knows I can't afford a therapist right now, so y'all gotta help me. I wonder if I'm gonna keep talking Southern when I've been living up north for a while. It's not my natural way of speaking, but I do enjoy it. Honestly, I'm gonna miss the South. I will. I'm gonna miss the South quite a bit for a lot of reasons. I did not think I was gonna miss so many people. Like I just every day I would run into someone and I would go, oh shit, I forgot that you're a person I enjoy seeing frequently, and I will no longer be seeing you frequently, and that's sad. It just kept happening. And of course, like, I put off the most important people. Like, I saw my niece a whole bunch because, you know, we're friends and stuff, but I put off saying goodbye to all these people until the last second. And every time I had to say goodbye to someone really important, it was like, oh shit, wait, can't we do that later? Wait, no, I'm going to see you tomorrow. Don't worry, I'm going to see you tomorrow. And then it just kept being like, just, I don't know, I kept putting it off, and then eventually, oh my god, this field of whatever plants these are is like gold and yellow and like orange. It's so pretty. I'm gonna freak out. Basically, like, I ran out of time. I couldn't push those goodbyes off anymore, and I had to say goodbye to some really important people, and like a few people I work with that were really important to me, a few members of at my work, my old work, my mom, my niece, quite a few of my friends. Some of my friends, it's weird. Some of my friends, I don't feel bad leaving because I just feel like I'm just gonna see them again, you know? Like, certain friends, I'm like, I'm gonna see you, you know, like, you could fly up here, I could fly there, we could all go on a trip. Like, I just feel like certain friends, I know, especially the friends who like to travel, I just feel like I'm gonna see them again. I don't feel sad leaving them, and it's not because I don't care about them, it's because just the possibilities are very good that I'll see them again. There's people that, though, that you're not willing to risk that with. You know, like my mom, like I don't want to live in her house, but it doesn't mean I want to live so far away from her. And it is nice that I could fly back easily. Like, it's a cheap flight from Detroit to Myrtle Beach. But it's going to be really sad not being able to, like, see her regularly. But I've always felt that my mom and I have a good relationship over the phone. And I love believing that we're both going to do so well away from each other that when we talk and when we finally do see each other, we're just going to have really good things to tell each other, and we're going to spend really good quality time together. And I'm really excited for that. And I have to believe that that's true. Because, I think it is. I really think it is. And I think in the past I've seen that is how it works out. I was crying last night, though, because I told my mom, I said, it's just so much easier it was always so much easier in the past to leave you because you were younger, but now you're older. Now you're 75, you know, like, it's not easy leaving your mother who's, like, older when, you know, I know people dying in their 60s and 70s and 80s, and, like, nobody knows how much time they have left on the earth, and he certainly isn't improving the odds when you're in your 70s and 80s and 90s. Like, every year when you get older is like it could be a big difference, you know. And some people at 75 are in great health, and some people are in terrible health. And so, I don't know. My mom's in pretty good health, but I just know that she has to keep moving, keep doing, and I just want her to be happy. But it's so exhausting wanting her to be happy and living with her and feeling like she's not. And then, yeah, it's really hard. It really weighs on me. I guess I go straight here. I wonder why there's not just like a freeway that just goes right where I'm going. Just one freeway. Maybe because the world doesn't revolve around you, you fucking idiot. Okay, great. Well, that's a good answer. Oh, I haven't had any coffee today. It's just now hitting me. Yep, I need to get some coffee. It's almost noon, and I have had no coffee. I wonder if I'll see a Starbucks. I'm afraid I'm going to have like a McCafe or something. That's not what I want. Anyway, so how are you guys doing? Are you guys on any road trips right now while you're listening to this? I wanted to share at least something sexy. So there's going to be a series of one and done Quickiesodes. This is one of them, because it's about all I can manage right now, but I want to get weekly episodes out, and I also don't want to like tell you all the same shit. So if I did like an hour and a half episode every time, you might be like, okay, yeah, day 10 of living in a hotel. Okay, this is great content, love it. This episode, I thought maybe it would be cute to tell you that I've been considering cruising again. And actually, I thought about cruising on the last day I was in town. But of course, there's nowhere to cruise in that little town. But I have a feeling that I'm going to be driving through some very exciting cruising places. Although, I need to keep dicks out of my mouth because obviously that didn't work out last time. The next dick that goes in my mouth probably should be somebody that I'm like at least been on 2 dates with or something. I'm not sure if that's how that's gonna work out, but I mean, also, like, having a dick in your mouth is one thing. Having someone fuck your throat is another thing. Maybe I don't have to get somebody off by letting them fuck my head. Maybe that's something. And then, yeah, I don't think there's a Starbucks anywhere around here. There's a lot of Jesus stuff, though. There's a lot of churches, Jesus stuff. It's really great. I'm pro Jesus. I don't know what they think about me being pro Jesus. Okay, so I was thinking about Googling like rest stops. I know of a certain website called squirt.org you can subscribe to, and they have really good postings about like good cruising spots. Not sure if I'm like supposed to tell people that, but I have a feeling the people that listen to my podcast might be interested in that. And so squirt.org is mostly for gay men and queer people that identify as male. But I'm sure that there's other types that use it. So I might go on there. Last time I was traveling, I was driving from Michigan to South Carolina after a trip up there. And for the first half of the trip, I actually drove in my car, and I convinced my mom and my stepdad to take Tulsi with them, so I didn't have a dog in my car, and I was making better time than them. So I managed to find a cruisy rest stop on the way down that we could all rendezvous at, and I had about an hour and a half on them, so I managed to cruise for an hour and a half, and a guy sucked my dick, and it was pretty uneventful, but it is exciting just to just keep it fresh, keep it interesting. Now this time around, I'm driving 10 hours to Lexington. I'm kind of trying to get there before it's too late because I'm conscious of the fact that they have a kid, Lexi has a child, and I don't want to okay, y'all, I don't know what's happening, but there are falling leaves, and it is so pretty, and I did not anticipate it. Is this where I have to turn? Fulton Street? Really? Here? This is Podunk Road. I'm sure I have to turn in a second here again. Anyway,
for about 16 miles, continue straight.
Oh, okay, 16 miles. All right, well, I was I'm sure I'm about to turn again. And then I was nope. All right. You don't have to slow down to go over train tracks. You have a truck. You have a huge truck. I just was about to zoom across the train tracks, and I have a tiny little car. Whatever, at least he's being conscious and not a total asshole in his truck like most truckers. I don't even know what I was saying. The leaves are gorgeous. They're not like the leaves up north, but we do have some faint oranges and yellows, and they are falling. It's just that when you go up north, it's so dramatic. It's bright orange, bright red, bright yellow, and they're just gorgeous. But this is nice too. The whole planet is gorgeous. That's something I always have to remind myself is you might not like a place you're in, but it has nothing to do with the landscape. The landscape is always gorgeous because every single inch of our earth is gorgeous, unless of course it's been polluted by man. Of course, that's something that changes the setting. But naturally, every part of the earth is gorgeous. And you can't really talk about the earth not being gorgeous because it just doesn't make sense. It's just not true. And that's how I feel about it. So I used to remind myself that even when I wasn't happy living in South Carolina, I was but the natural beauty is absolutely astounding. Even when you go to states that are flat and there's nothing for miles, that vastness is gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Why would I not appreciate that? You have to. It reminds us of how large the earth is and how little we are, and it's so important to do that, to realize that every once in a while. Anyway, okay, so I was thinking about cruising, and I was thinking about I really had this idea. I was wondering how do truck drivers, and by the way, when I say truckers, I'm usually talking about people with pickup trucks when I'm complaining about truckers, but when I say truck drivers, and now when I'm talking about truckers, I mean big rigs, semi-trucks. I know that they travel a lot, and they usually sleep in their cab, and they have little homes inside their truck, but they usually have to stop somewhere to use the bathroom and shower. And I know that they have truck driver showers at different rest stops around. I'm just wondering how I could find them, because that might be a fun place to cruise. don't know. Obviously, just like a normal rest stop would be sufficient. I'm not sure that I have to take my clothes off and take a shower. But what if there was like rest stops where you could stop and take a shower and just like, you know, see other dicky dicks, see some dicky dicks. I feel like I haven't been able to be a slutty person because I've been living in Christianville and I've been living with my parents. I never once had anybody over to the house. And every summer when my parents went away, and I know you guys know this, I would want to invite someone over to have sex, and I never ever did. It always didn't happen. And I'm like, I just feel instantly like some of the old things, some of the old slutty, sexy things I used to do that made me, I think, so happy, they're going to be possible again. I really need to not live with my parents. And I almost don't believe that I'm not living with my parents. But it's going to be so good for my mental health. So good, so good, so good. And I think that it's going to be good for my parents too. I think it'll be great. What do you guys think? Do you guys have parents? Do you guys do slutty things? Not with your parents, but just, you know, in general. I don't know where I am. This road is so old looking. This is the weirdest thing. I don't know what's happening. This road is like, it could be worse, I suppose. It's a 2-lane road, but they have blacktopped, like newly blacktopped, like just the shoulder on one side. And it's like, what? Why did you do that? Why didn't you do the road? It almost makes me think that they're like gonna have like a bike race or something. But that thing is bumpy as fuck. I don't think anyone would want to ride a bike on that shoulder. I mean, it's freshly blacktop, but it's still bumpy. Anyway, ooh, Manchester State Forest. That might be another fun thing to do. Just like stop at some like beautiful state parks along the way. Well, here's one, Poinsett State Park, and just like take a little walk. Again, I wish I had more time, but I am also really looking forward to getting outside more. That's something I want to make sure I do in the next chapter of my life. And there's lots of like good trails and stuff. I feel like I used to go outside more. It's hard in the South. It's so fucking hot. And there's a lot of bugs. I mean, there's going to be bugs in the North too, but like South Carolina's like next level. And I also was like living in a swamp. So it was like mosquitoes everywhere, right? I wish I had some chocolate. I'm at a stop now because the road is being worked on. I guess they are going to work on the road, not just the shoulder. Well, anyway, you guys, this has been a cutie little recording. I hope you guys are having a wonderful election day. You probably won't hear this until this Thursday. You won't hear this until after election day, but hopefully things go well. If not, you're going to be hearing a very different voice coming out of the hootie hoo. I'm not going to be like all sad and depressed, but yeah, we're going to have to figure some shit out. I told someone if it goes the wrong way, I'm just going to keep driving until I get to Canada and just like beg them to let me in regardless of the fact that I don't have a passport right now. Please, I need asylum. Alright guys, I hope you're filling your holes with, I almost said with a brand new shoulder. Like on the road? No, I hope you're filling your holes with adventure and exciting new things. And I hope you're taking chances with your holes. Because sometimes you have to take chances with your holes. Now, is this road closed or what's happening? Bye.